Welcome back, baby bus. This is Lapidosum bouncing back from the pain of having done handmade custom Christmas presents for my entire family because I had nothing else to do with my time, and now bouncing back into the pain of the grind because I hate doing um, landscapes. I don't think I have ever done a single landscape since like elementary school because I was never required to and I just hate doing them. But this is the second screenshot from Pan's Labyrinth in chronological order, or at least in the order in which the story is told. And I've only done one before this, and I didn't want to give up this early, so I just took the challenge, I guess. But you can see me restarting over and over again, two or three times, I think. I don't know. The better half of this was done before I started spending all my free time on the Christmas presents. I am not sure I will be making a video on them. I didn't record myself doing them because it's really just for my family and I did enjoy doing them, by the way, so don't worry, it wasn't that bad. Not as bad as this one. I actually went out of my way after realizing that this looks disgusting to look at a beginner-friendly digital painting tutorial on landscapes because I couldn't. So please be easy on me. It still fascinates me how wide this screen is. Do you call it screen? Um, this 1.85 to 1 ratio on the width and the height of the canvas in every one of these scenes, I believe. It just looks insane to me, which I didn't. I noticed there was something off in the movie as I was watching it, but I couldn't quite grasp it. It really did feel claustrophobic. That came out really noticeably for the first time, for me at least, on the first trial, the one with the toad beneath the tree, I believe. That felt sickening despite the special effects not being all there, for the toad at least. It might just be me who got soft over the years, but it felt especially painful to watch. And now that I'm going back in throughout the different scenes of the movie, I can see that it's already present as early as these scenes. Like, this is supposed to be, or I feel like I'm supposed to see a beautiful landscape. Um, but something about how damp the colors are, even though the weather's clearly sunny. So they are, I don't know, it just feels like they are supposed to be much brighter than this or much more highly saturated, and they aren't. A lot of these darker shades of orange and brown, they just remind me of rot, and in the way that they are distributed in this scene, it really does feel like some sort of growth, like like some kind of mushroom spreading, if that makes sense. That's what it looks like to me, especially looking from on a smaller screen now, not the way I was viewing it when I was painting on the big screen. There's also probably a perfectly normal explanation for the top of the tower being so much darker than the rest of it, or more so much less saturated. I don't know, maybe that just happens to old buildings. I have never noticed it before, but it is unsettling. And I believe we are now watching my final attempt at making this work. And ironically, this is the only one where I didn't like the way the shadows turned out. Like, I hated everything in all the rest, except for the cars. I think the cars turned out okay. Um, I only thought that the clouds were okay, which is sad because painting clouds is insanely easy, for me at least. Like, if I want to avoid painting backgrounds, but I still want to do something, I will most likely paint some clouds, and yeah, that's something. But in this one, I even managed to ruin that. But at least I found the exact type of magic brush I was looking for that would solve all my problems. Of course, I gave up hope on a brush like that after my second try, but this one seemed to work pretty well, I think. Um, or maybe maybe it's the one that was just the most compatible with the way I use my brushes, like the amount of pressure I like to use and the way I make my strokes. And you probably won't see this video until tomorrow, which is when I will record the audio for the half minute version of this as well, because I made a half minute version again for shorts and reels and stuff, because it's already time to start getting ready for my moonlight stroll. And maybe you'll see the finished painting here, somewhere around here.